At least 11 reported tornadoes tearing through multiple states.
Go to the radio unless you've got emergency traffic and tornadoes touching down.
Hitting a hospital, striking a mall, wiping away businesses. And now the severe weather threat growing. Ginger tracking the very latest.
White House shakeup. President Trump fires his third national security advisor, John Bolton. But Bolton says he made the decision to quit himself. All this as the Democrats get ready for a showdown on center stage. The debate just one day away. We're live in Houston.
Also breaking overnight, NFL superstar Antonio Brown accused of sexually assaulting a woman who worked as his trainer. How his new team, the New England Patriots, are responding.
Cheetah charge. The shocking footage on Safari, the animal leaping onto the roof of a car. The whole thing caught on camera. Now the New Jersey mother who shot this takes us inside those terrifying moments.
Move over selfie, make way for the Slow-Fee. How Apple's new phone is changing the way we take photos.
And ABC News exclusive, the message in a bottle that saved this family trapped at the top of a waterfall. The dramatic rescue, now they're telling their story only on GMA.
Live in Times Square, this is Good Morning America.
We do say Good Morning America, and thank you for joining us on this September 11th, and we were marking 18 years. It's been 18 years since those devastating attacks that caused so much loss, as you know, but also really brought out the best in so many of us.
It really did. And memorial services, they are taking place this morning from Ground Zero here in New York to the Pentagon in Shanksville, Pennsylvania. We're going to have much more on that ahead.
Yes, so much more ahead. But also this morning, we are live in Houston, of course, gearing up for that third Democratic debate. And George is already there. Good morning to you, George.
Good morning, guys. Down here in Texas Southern University, Michael, you know it well. It's your alma mater. We're here in the Health and Education Center, but it's a little dressed up for tomorrow night's debate. Take a look behind me. Here's the stage, 3,500 strong. We'll be watching tomorrow night. 10 candidates on stage. The top 10 candidates meeting face-to-face for the first time in a single night. That's tomorrow night at 8. And coming up here, we've got our brand new poll, which shows where the race against President Trump and some of these top Democrats stand. Some surprising results there. And of course, we're going to have more on that White House shakeup this morning as well, guys.
We'll get back to you in just a moment. Proud moment for TSU.
Oh, yeah. Go Tigers. That's right.
We'll get to that ahead. But first, we want to get to the breaking news overnight. At least 11 reported tornadoes hitting Wyoming and South Dakota. Take a look at these images. This is Sioux Falls, a twister leaving a trail of destruction. Ginger starts us off with the latest. Good morning, Ginger.
And we are so fortunate, Robin, that those images did not come with any serious injuries. Really a miracle, because there were 11 reported tornadoes, as you mentioned. You can see one of them there in Wyoming. The debris starts flying. This was a very powerful day this morning in Sioux Falls. 2-hour delays for schools. They're asking people to shelter in place. They've had flash flood warnings, and the threat is not over today.
Tornadoes ripping through Wyoming and South Dakota.
Massive circulation!
11 reported tornadoes, including an overnight twister in Sioux Falls.
It sounded like a freight train going over the house, so I got up, dashed into my closet, and felt like the roof was going to come off.
The likely tornado shredding this advanced auto parts store.
It's got winds gusting 70 miles an hour plus, heavy rain, lots of lightning.
Electrical wire, insulation, all falling out of the walls, hanging from the roof of a Best Buy.
It's scary.
The storm even blowing through the glass doors of this hospital. So much debris littering the roads, the city is asking everyone to stay in place this morning until they can clean it all up.
Gotta get north! Big time tornado! Massive hail!
And now, that same storm is heading east.
It's heading east and actually south. The same system is going to kind of stall out, become a stationary front. So you've got severe storm forecast not just for the state of Nebraska, but also through Iowa, southern Minnesota, and Green Bay. You even make it this evening during dinner time into the damaging wind threat. Robin?
All right, Ginger, I know you're keeping an eye on all that. Let's go back now to George in Houston, getting ready for that big debate tomorrow night. George?
Thank you, Robin. We're going to start here with that shakeup at the White House. President Trump parting ways with his third national security advisor in less than 3 years. John Bolton is out after a tumultuous tenure marked by major splits with the president. Our national correspondent Terry Moran is at the White House. And Terry, the differences continue right to the end. The president insists he fired Bolton. Bolton says he resigned.
That's right, George. Good morning. It's messy, that's for sure. It was sudden but not surprising. This was a long time coming. John Bolton and President Trump have been disagreeing for months behind the scenes on the president's approach, his peace overtures to North Korea, to Iran, to Afghanistan. And now, as you say, they're going at it in public. They can't even agree on how it all ended.
The White House this morning is scrambling to fill yet another big vacancy after President Trump abruptly announced he was getting rid of his third national security advisor, John Bolton. The president tweeting, "I asked John for his resignation." But Bolton saying that's not how it happened, telling ABC News he never asked me to resign directly or indirectly. Bolton also tweeting, "I offered to resign last night and President Trump said, let's talk about it tomorrow." Bolton's reputation as a hawk and advocate of using U.S. military power around the world put him at odds with Trump.
John Bolton is absolutely a hawk. It's up to him. He'd take on the whole world at one time, okay?
One recent flashpoint, Trump's negotiations with the Taliban in an effort to strike a peace deal in Afghanistan.
Did he leave the White House because he disagreed with you in particular over talks with the Taliban?
So last night, the president asked for Ambassador Bolton's resignation. The president's entitled to the staff that he wants at any moment.
Trump ally Senator Lindsey Graham says the next appointee must adapt to Trump's style.
I don't care if President Trump and Kim Jong-un go on vacation. If that's what it takes to give up the nuclear weapons, I'm okay with personal diplomacy that's unconventional.
As the president hunts for his fourth national security advisor in 3 years, critics warn instability has its price.
These abrupt changeovers in his leadership team, while they might make for great television and they might work well on a TV show where your signature line is "you're fired," doesn't make for predictable or steady management.
No president has ever had 4 national security advisors. That's a crucial position in just 3 years. President Trump says he'll name that man or woman next week. In the meantime, Secretary of State Mike Pompeo has managed to survive in this administration from the very beginning. He's the dominant player on foreign policy here. George?
Yeah, and there doesn't appear to be any daylight between Pompeo and the president. Meantime, Terry, some relief for President Trump overnight. His candidate in that special House election in North Carolina squeaked out a win.
That's right. That is good news for President Trump, but it comes with a little bit of a warning sign, too. Dan Bishop, a state senator in North Carolina, hanging on to a seat Republicans have held since 1962 that was gerrymandered for them to win, barely eking out a victory there by just about 2 points. Republicans had won it by 12 over an Iraq War veteran Democrat. It is a win, and a win is a win, but it does spell trouble for Republicans going forward if that is the way things are going to fall next year. George?
Okay, Terry, thanks. Let's turn now to our brand new poll showing how the top Democrats are doing against President Trump ahead of tomorrow night's debate. With the president's approval rating down to 38%, approaching his record low, he's now trailing all the top Democrats in head-to-head matchups. Our senior White House correspondent Cecilia Vega here with me with all the details. Good morning, Cecilia.
Hey, George, good to be here with you this morning. So these numbers really should give the president and his team some pause heading into this debate tonight. If the election was held today, 5 Democrats would handily beat him. Let me show you those numbers. Vice President Joe Biden leads the pack, beating the president by 16 points, and he is not the only one with a double-digit lead. Bernie Sanders is right there, followed by Elizabeth Warren and Kamala Harris. Mayor Pete Buttigieg also there in the mix with a 6-point lead. Really, this is about concerns over the economy. That's what's driving this. Among Americans who think a recession is likely, Biden leads Trump 70-20. I thought this number was really interesting in the poll, George. Also, in those states that Trump won in 2016, a Biden versus Trump matchup is very tight. This should give the Democrats some pause as they're trying to win back these white working-class voters that Trump won last time.
Right, they're close in the red states, far ahead in the blue states. And you talk about these economic concerns. There does appear to be more concern about a possible recession going forward, and the fact that the idea that President Trump's trade war with China may be fueling that.
And that is why these approval numbers that you talked about at the top of this are stagnant for him right now at 38%. He still enjoys strong support among Republicans, but really the takeaway in this poll, it's still early. Americans are still making up their mind on all of these candidates.
Yeah, it shows more than half the voters can change their mind on the Democratic Democratic candidates. Cecilia, thanks very much. All the top contenders will be here for tomorrow night's Democratic debate, sharing the same stage for the first time. That starts at 8 p.m. Eastern. Michael?
All right, we're looking forward to that, George, and we're going to turn now to new developments in the battle against ISIS. A U.S.-led coalition dropping 80,000 pounds of bombs on an island in Iraq filled with members of the terror group. James Longman is in London with all the details. Good morning, James.
Good morning, Michael. Quite extraordinary images out of Iraq. Take a look. U.S. Air Force Command has released footage of its planes dropping around 80,000 pounds of bombs on an island described as infested by ISIS. It all took place earlier this week and was recorded from the air. You can see those bombs spread across the whole area, effectively carpet bombed. Now, F-15s and F-35, some of the U.S.'s most advanced warplanes, were taking part in the mission. Huge mushroom clouds were visible for miles around. And all this shows ISIS is still very much a threat. Donald Trump claimed victory over the group, but after losing control of the so-called caliphate, ISIS sleeper cells melted back into the population and have since launched deadly attacks. And over in Syria, refugee camps are proving fertile ground for extremists. Take a look. Children dancing around an ISIS flag there. And of course, whilst airstrikes like those in Iraq can wipe out large groups of fighters, it's hard to beat the ideology with bombs alone. Amy?
All right, James Longman, thank you. Now to that spy mystery making headlines. Reports that a CIA operative deep inside the Kremlin was pulled from Russia over fears his cover had been blown. Well, now Moscow is responding, and Martha Raddatz is in Washington with all the latest details on that. Good morning, Martha.
Good morning, Amy. Overnight, an independent Russian newspaper reporting that the man believed to be a highly placed spy for the U.S. worked for 5 years as an assistant to one of Vladimir Putin's top foreign policy aides. He was reportedly one of the CIA's most valuable Russian spies, working at this building in Moscow with access to the highest levels of the Kremlin, the heart of Vladimir Putin's government. CNN was the first to report that after decades of spying for the U.S., in late 2016, he found himself in grave danger. The spy was instrumental in concluding that Russia had interfered in the 2016 election and that Putin himself had orchestrated the interference. But his identity was starting to leak. The Russians now revealing the name of a former Russian official who worked in the Kremlin, but Putin's spokesman calling reports that he was a mole pulp fiction. They say he was fired. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo also taking issue with the reports.
The reporting is materially inaccurate, and you should know, as the former CIA director, I don't talk about things like this very often.
We have not confirmed the name of the spy, nor will we repeat the name the Russians revealed. But reports say the CIA eventually extracted the spy, his wife, and children, who could remain in danger. It was just last year that Russia was blamed for the attempted murder by poisoning with a nerve agent of former Russian intelligence officer Sergei Skripal in Britain. And Putin has made very clear in the past spying will not be tolerated. And there were multiple assassination attempts, so the spy who was reportedly working with the U.S. does remain in grave danger. And he might be living right here in the U.S. A man with the same name as the official who Russia identified bought a house last year about an hour outside of Washington. It would be highly unusual for an extracted spy to use his real name, but former officials tell us, Robin, that in the end, it is up to that person to decide. Robin?
All right, Martha, thank you. Now to that urgent new vaping warning from the American Lung Association, claiming e-cigarettes can cause irreversible lung damage and disease, saying people should just not use them. This comes as we learn another vaping-related death. Adrian Baker is in Los Angeles, has the latest for us on that. Good morning, Adrian.
Good morning to you too, Robin. Yes, these numbers just exploding within the past few months. The American Lung Association is also saying that young people are at greater risk, with a disproportionate number of youth becoming gravely ill.
It's a staggering outbreak with more than 14 vaping cases in Texas alone. Health officials revealing a terrible trend. This morning, the American Lung Association says in a statement, e-cigarettes are not safe and can cause irreversible lung damage and lung disease. The CDC investigating the rising number of more than 450 patients in 33 states suffering from serious lung illnesses, as the nation's death toll linked to vaping rises to 6. The latest, a patient in Kansas over 50 years old with underlying health problems whose symptoms worsened rapidly.
What we've seen in the course of the past, let's say, month, is an increased number of people who are coming in with respiratory problems as a result of vaping.
Health experts are still trying to determine a cause for such a violent and sudden response. The CDC says while many of the patients, but not all, reported recent use of THC-containing products, some reported using both THC and nicotine.
We don't know, but something clearly has changed in the last month to 6 weeks in the products that are being vaped, and that's what the CDC is working to find out.
A Houston area high school student is now the third person in the last month to be rushed to the hospital for a medical emergency after they suddenly fell ill from vaping after a school event.
A girl had handed it to him. He hit it, he passed out, and he would not wake up.
That young man was treated and released from the hospital. For 17-year-old Whitney Livingston in Tyler, Texas, she's spending her senior year of high school on a ventilator, and her mom has a message to other parents.
She had told me that she was smoking cigarettes, and I thought it was safe to smoke something else. Help them make the right choice, because it could save their life.
And medical experts stress that symptoms may mimic the flu or pneumonia. The CDC is still trying to figure out if there's one common ingredient with vapes and e-cigarettes that links all these recent cases. Guys.
Still so many more questions and answers right now. Adrian, thanks so much.
And we're going to turn now to big news for Apple users. The new lineup of iPhones revealed with new features and a new word to use called a slow-fee. Well, TJ Holmes is here with all the details. What's up, TJ?
I'll explain. But first, we know this is an annual event. Now, everybody looks forward to this big Apple event. They unveil these products. Look, iPhone sales have been down 12%. So this is a big deal. They got competition coming. So what are we going to do? We're going to give you new stuff. There's Tim Cook. He announced the new iPhone 11. So you got the 11, the 11 Pro, and the 11 Pro Max. Now, the Pro and the Pro Max, $999 and $1,099, those starting prices. Look at that. That's the big deal. They have 3 cameras. Do you need 3? Well, apparently you do. And that's what it looks like on the back. There's an ultra-wide lens, a wide lens, an optical zoom. You're essentially going to be able to take better pictures when you're out there. Everybody wants to do social media and whatnot. Right. The 11, though, still will cost you $699, which is a lower price point than the entry level over the past several years.
So you talk about features and all that, and you said you're going to. I want to know what a slow fee.
Slow fee.
Do I get that with the $699, or I got to go up to the?
You gotta go.
Whatever it is. I don't know what it is. What is a slow fee?
Look, this is what they are banking now on a slow motion selfie. Everybody takes a selfie. We are upgraded. There it is.
Oh my God, with the wind machine.
Yes, you can.
Does the wind machine come with it?
No, it does not. But this is what they're banking on you wanting to take a slow motion video of yourself. They have put a slow motion camera on the front.
By the way, DJ Robin was doing a version of it for me this morning in my dressing room.
I was doing that, but I didn't have the feature, but you could just do it yourself.
You could do it, but they're banking. This got everybody talking. Memes are going like crazy, but they're banking on possibly this being the new, latest thing, a new word we'll be talking about.
Slow fee. As you know, they created selfie and now slow fee.
And here we go.
All right now.
Can't wait to see yours, TJ.
Yeah. Share with us.
Wow.
Hey, we're following a lot of other stories this morning, including those new allegations against NFL star Antonio Brown, his former trainer accusing him of sexual assault. We'll have the latest on that.
And then our exclusive with the family trapped at the top of a waterfall, how a message in a bottle saved their lives. But first, let's go back to Ginger.
And you're not going to believe it, but we've got a 50% shot of this tropical low that is over the Atlantic Ocean becoming a tropical storm. So it will head north and west over the weekend, and we're going to watch what it does for the coast. So on the Gulf Coast, you're going to be wanting to watch this one. Your local weather is in 30 seconds. First, though, the Stormy Cities, sponsored by Walgreens. I'm going to do a slow fee.
Fight for first dances. Fight for blast-offs. Fight for piggyback rides. Fight for 7 a.m. makeouts. Every year, Walgreens helps millions of people fight the flu. Fight to protect the ones you love. Walgreens, be a flu fighter. Get your free flu shot today at your neighborhood Walgreens.
Get ready for a very summery type of day with near record heat and humidity expected today. In fact, starting out this morning pretty muggy with temperatures around 70 degrees. Dry conditions through noon today. The temperature 86 with that high humidity. There could be a few isolated thunderstorms coming our way between 4 and 8 p.m. today, but that 93 feeling more like we're up to 100 degrees for today. And same thing for tomorrow. Some scattered afternoon storms and then cool and showery on Friday.
Have a little fun with
we were. We tried it. Slow feeds can be fun.
We'll be right back.
Oh yeah, that's worth it.
What are you listening to? Alexa, skip track. Wait.
Alexa, play that song that goes, I hate you so much right now.
I'm gonna miss you.